Hey guys, welcome back. How's it going? Hello Chloe, hello baby, hello sons, how you doing? We are hopefully tonight, well there's no hopefully about it, tonight we are going to be beating the end game boss of this game, which won't quite be the end of the platinum, but it will leave us kind of not very much to do next time. Yeah, that's amazing by the way, Chloe. I saw you saying you've got Final Fantasy X, like 10 and 10-2 ordered. They are like such good games, and or at least the first one is. I haven't really played much of the second one, but yeah, really good games. And also, I just feel like they're a really good kind of introduction to Final Fantasy. Like Final Fantasy X, kind of, you know, it's not insanely hard, and it's quite nice about giving you like a little, you know, a little tutorial at the start, and it explains about elements and how, you know, fire's good against water and all that kind of thing. You know, so it's good. It's a good introduction. Hello, I'm doing good, Sans. I'm doing good. I've been looking forward to this all week, or well, all last week, because I really wanted to, like, I really want, you know, if I wasn't streaming this, I'd already have the platinum, totally. But because I am streaming it, I've got to wait. Gotta wait my turn before I'm allowed to play it again. But my time has come. And so we left off last time. If anyone was here, or well, if anyone was here and remembers, or wasn't here and whatever, we left off just before a boss fight. Don't die on me. Yeah, we left off and it was very close to a boss fight. So, and I was kind of like, oh, I won't, you know, I'll save that for next time. And so that's exactly what I've done. We are heading to, let me up the stairs. We're heading to the next boss. It's a really cool, I mean, I'm going to say this about every boss, but it is a really cool boss. They kind of, the designs of the bosses in this are just like, they're so cool and they're so creepy and stuff. Like, they're really good. Right, I want to just get the correct spell, or the spell that I want at least. Alright, no worries, Sans. I'll see you later, dude. Should have Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Friday and Saturdays. Oh, good stuff. Let me know. Yeah, any tips you want. I mean, as I say, it's pretty straightforward anyway. So, but if you need help, I'm happy to give it. So we've got all these like hands are holding up the boss, and to hurt him we have to smash him in the face. But of course we can only reach his face by doing that, and get, like, we need to like damage the hands. While I'm damaging these hands, it's not actually taking anything off his health bar, but it's gonna make them drop him, and then that's when I go in for the kill. So you gotta take the arms out. It's not the hardest boss in the world, but that doesn't mean it's not still a very cool boss. Both in terms of like design and just, you know, looks cool and it's just fun to play. And okay, steady on, dude. Steady on. Wow. So yeah, obviously the hands grab you. He's waving his wand about. There's lightning bolts that come down and strike you. I'm trying to... We're doing pretty good here, though. Whoa! I'm trying to get my... I've got a spell. There we go. A spell that basically means I attack faster. It just ups your attack speed. And so I was trying to kind of get that activated in time for when he comes down, because then I can just, you know, you only get a small, obviously when you get the hands down, you only then get a small window to be able to do some damage to him. And so I want to make the most of it. Oh God. God damn. That spell that I used, I did not get the most out of that. He was gone. Come on, man! You won't let me... You won't show me the hands. There they are. Here we go. Chop him up in the face. couple more of them and we've sorted. But yeah, Final Fantasy X is very kind of it's very user friendly. Like, you know, they do a really good job of easing you in gently. It doesn't start that hard, you know. There are some harder bits later on, but by that point you'll kind of, you know, you'll have got the hang of the game. Yeah, I'll wait for Claudio to arrive actually, because Claudio was, I was chatting to him about about something about Dark Souls, and I was going to continue my thoughts, but I'll wait for them guys to arrive. Come on, man, I'm down to my last flask. I thought I was going to do this first go. Now I'm starting to doubt myself. Gotta love the music. That whole, I've said it a bunch of times, but honestly, the whole kind of style of this game, I just think it's really cool. It's very rare that you get like a, you know, you get a game that's kind of this kind of like religious setting. Ugh. Oh, come back, dude. Right, I'm gonna do the slide attack. Yes. No. No. Oh no. We're losing it here. We're losing it. We're gonna blow it. Where's his last hand? No. No. Death number 1 of the night. But yeah, so I did kind of briefly mention it at the start. That we're going to be finishing the game tonight. That won't be... That was a skeleton with a mace and a dead mouse. He's a lovely fellow. But now, like, yeah, so we're going to be beating the game tonight, but we're not going to be getting the platinum tonight, because, you know, basically, I'm not actually that far away from completing the game, but there's a bunch of stuff that I kind of... There's a bunch more stuff to do with regard to completing the game. The main one is that there's actually 2 different endings in the game, and so you can get both endings in the same playthrough if you're smart about it, which I'm prepared, so of course I'm going to be. But basically, there's like a kind of Colosseum type thing in the game, where like optional extra bosses, or optional kind of like challenging. It's called like the battle arena or something. And yeah, so you've got that in the game. If you beat the game, if you beat the end of game boss before doing the challenge arena, which is what I did first time because I didn't even know the challenge arena existed. So if you beat the game prior to doing the challenge arena, then you get like ending number 1. And then if you beat the boss, if you beat the game after doing the challenge arena, then you get like ending number 2. And but when you complete the game, or when you beat the end of game boss, what it does is obviously you complete the game, you get the ending cutscenes and all that stuff, and then it basically just kind of walks you back to like the last time you saved it in the game. So if you do it that way round and kind of basically beat it without the arena, you can get ending number 1. Then you can just go beat the arena, beat the end of game boss again, and bam, you've got ending number 2. So as long as you don't do the arena first, you can get both endings in one run, and that is what I'm going to do. So tonight we're just kind of tonight I won't be doing the Colosseum and all that stuff. That will be next time, when we got a bit of like a wrap up to do, a few collectibles, the arena. We'll have to beat the end of game boss again, which is a really cool boss fight, by the way. It was deceivingly, like, I won't say too much because we'll see it later, but when I first saw the boss fight, I was like, what the hell is this? This is garbage. And then, only because of how quickly it went, and then it was like, oh, okay, hang on. That's phase 1. Come on. Oh, there's one last hand. There we go. I think this is going to be it, you know. Come on. Yeah! See you later, Skeletor. One of my old Halo buddies told me that Final Fantasy IV is his favourite. Oh, nice. I mean, honestly, I proper loved Final Fantasy IV. I know you said you're really enjoying it as well. Like, yeah, I kind of expected to think it was just alright, just because, you know, it's a Final Fantasy game, isn't it? So I expected I wasn't going to hate it or anything. I just thought it's going to be it's just going to be a solid RPG. It'll be alright. You know, like, worst case scenario, I thought it's going to be pretty decent. But actually, I thought it was really good. The deformed mask of Odystus. Hello, Catagon, how's it going, man? So that is one mask down. So we've got a kind of similar setup to like the first half of the game, actually, where
I see everything from the highest point of the dried tree in which the miracle has reincarnated me.
yoink. Oh, I love the music. Yeah, that wasn't what was supposed to happen. I was celebrating, like, charging into him, and actually it just went very badly for me. Yeah, Moldy. Chloe said Chloe has ordered Final Fantasy, you know, the box, the collection of Final Fantasy 10 and Final Fantasy 10-2 and bloody hell, Final Fantasy 10 and Final Fantasy 10-2. Chloe's ordered the collection of them both, which is I know Moldy's not quite as big a fan of 10 as I am, but he still likes it. And I stand by the fact that it's a really good kind of, I think it's a really good introduction, because it's kind of, you know, some of the obviously the old, it was the first one that ever had voice acting, and a lot of people are put off by the old ones that they don't have voice acting, and it's like, oh, I've got to read, and you know, and that, like, that's a valid complaint. I can understand why people find that annoying. So yeah, it was like the first one that had voice acting. Obviously, the graphics are a huge upgrade compared to the ones that came before it. And it's kind of, I just think it's quite user-friendly. It kind of, you know, it explains all the elements and stuff at the start, and what, you know, it kind of, you know, there's like a guy who's good against flying enemies, and a guy, and someone, and it teaches you, like, all the different skills that the characters have, and, like, when you should use them. And it's not brutal, which is like, I mean, I think for a lot of people, imagine if you're, like, for example, Moldy, if the first Final Fantasy that you ever played was Final Fantasy 3, I suspect you wouldn't have ever played another one, probably. If that, you know, if you played 3 and thought, right, this is what they're all like, you'd have probably been like, okay, well, it's not for me, you know? So sometimes, you know, you got to get the right one. You got to play the right one first, otherwise you could get a very bad opinion of the series. Ah, damn you! These are easy as well. You just gotta, you know, not stand there and get hit. Probably still be a fan, but man, really, that's commitment. I suppose, to be fair, you did say that a lot of 3 is good. You just didn't like the final dungeon, which is actually a pretty good description of how I felt about 6. I proper loved 6 for a big part of the game. Yeah, and then it just, some of the back end difficulty, just, oh, it was just so much like. Oh, hello. Oh, we've got to beat this guy. We've got, so there's one side quest that I've got to do, which we're kind of, that was not what I meant to do. I meant to do my magic, not drink a potion. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, so there's a side quest basically where to complete the side quest, I have to do these like 3 kind of gauntlet rooms, and this is the first one of them, I think. Where you basically go into a room. I don't know if you can see. I've gone into this room, and now there's a cage at either side of the door. So obviously I can't leave until either I'm gonna die or he's gonna die, and only then will the gates open. And there's 3 rooms like this that get progressively harder. You know, they're optional rooms. I don't have to do them. If I do them, I don't think I have to do them anyway. But I am gonna. Well, I mean, just complete the game at a minimum, kind of thing. However, I am gonna do them, of course. And yeah, so I have to do 3 of these, and then boom, yeah. So this is the mark of the. For that, I got the mark of the first refugee, and there's 3 of those. I've got to get 3 marks and then give it to some dude. Don't like you. Oh, thank you. And it's a dodge past him. 3's a rough game, and around the midpoint starts throwing enemies that hit and inflict status effects and normal. Yeah, see, obviously. Oh, I think this might be. This could even be the second gauntlet room. I think it might be, you know, just because. Oh, god damn it! If it is, I'm in trouble. Oh. I have no potions left, so I'm gonna just use magic. Nope. No, I didn't get a mark. If that was one of them, it would have said, like, you know, I got the mark of the refugee, which I didn't. But I think this is like in true metroidvania style. I think I'm about to. I've opened up a shortcut back to back to an area that we've been to already. Which is good. We'll need it, you know. So yeah, I think there's a kind of similar setup to the first half of the game. Oh, hello. Similar setup to the first half of the game with this as there is the second half. Where, you know, in the first half, I don't know if you remember or if you were here, that there's basically like 3 challenges that you have to complete. And when you complete the 3 challenges, just make sure there's no hidden walls or anything. Yeah, there's like 3 challenges or 3 bosses to complete, and once you complete the 3 bosses, then you're allowed to cross the bridge to go to like the second half of the game. And likewise, the second half of the game has quite a similar thing where you basically have to kill 3 bosses again. So you have to kill 3 bosses, and that will get each one earns you like each boss will earn you a mask, and the mask gives you it allows you to kind of oh god, this is going to be interesting. So each mask lets you go one floor higher on the lift. So like you kill the boss, go up 1 floor, kill the next boss, go up another floor, and so it's basically like 3 bosses, and then you're kind of heading into the end game. Just whacking this on because that little thing I've just put on there keeps me immune from poison, which is that toxic gas you can see. Like, I wouldn't be able to climb these walls if that was, you know, if I was getting hurt by the poison, then I would be, like, each time, whenever I got hurt, it would then knock me off, kind of thing, so I wouldn't, because I got knocked off, I wouldn't then, oh, no, yeah, because I got knocked off by the kind of, the act of being hurt, I'd constantly, as I was going up that, like, tunnel, I'd be constantly getting hurt over and over again, and I'd never be able to make it. My main problem, the boss in Final Fantasy I'm gonna need. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm happy to help, Chloe, but I'm sure you'll do better than you think. Another sword of the lady person. which has increased my health a little bit. You can go from full health to third health, and one person's poisoned, and one's silenced, and one's turned to stone. And I know it sounds like, I know it's funny because I guess it's I suppose it's the same kind of thing. Like I would say to, I would say to Ace or Claudio that they're kind of crazy for being obsessed with the and proper loving these mechanics, like status effects. Ace can't get enough of status effects. I would say, that's nuts, but I guess, different strokes for different folks. He loves it, and yeah, so status effects are the real, like, I think can be the real killers. You get, that's why old school Marlboros can just like absolutely crucify you. This is gonna be fun little room here, because if you remember, these spikes are one-hit kills, and that flying thing is going to attack me. So if he knocks me off this platform, that's it. GG. One-hit kills. Oh, this... Okay, I must have to flick a lever or something, because I can't... It's not ready to go up there. Whoa! There we go. Check out them skills. Well, yeah, I mean, they never... Yeah, they didn't have... Oh, hello. I'll go back this way, I think. Yeah, back in the day, they just didn't have... They just weren't big on stories, really. It's funny, because, we were talking before about that TV show on Netflix called High Score. I was saying to Emma about, as we were watching it, about what a crazy... Oh, yeah, so we put... This is the elevator that I was talking about. So we got a mask when we killed the first boss. You give the deformed mask to the to this statue. One of the eyes lights up. Very reminiscent of Super Metroid, actually, where you each time you kill a boss, another piece of the statue lights up. But yeah, each time you kill a boss, you get to go up one more floor on the elevator. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, this is the kind of gauntlet room number 2, because it's got electric guy again. Oh Jesus. But a flying dude as well. It's not good. Ah, it's just the kind of, it's so much to keep track of, to kind of to dodge them both. They do, like, they have very different move sets, and they work together very well to make it exceeding... Oh, boom, he's dead. They work together very well to make it exceedingly annoying to dodge both of them at the same time. Yoink. But yeah, I think you'll do better than you think at Final Fantasy X. There's a point in the game where I guarantee that, well, there may be a couple, but there's certainly one point in the game where I would say I'd be very surprised if a newcomer didn't struggle a little bit. But the early stuff, I'm sure you'll be fine. But even still, feel free to, like, post some screenshots of where you're up to and stuff in the Discord, and just let us know how you're getting on. That's what Avocado's been doing for his, because he's been playing through Final Fantasy VII for the first time. So he's been kind of like sharing his experience. The mark of the second refugee. Just need one more. Same with Dark Dragon, they just get turned so much faster. Jealous when there's the Wind Demon? Oh my god. Well, I fought the Wind Demon. Okay. I won't. I can't. Oh, god damn it! I'm gonna have to give a very minor spoiler, but it's so minor that I'm sure you won't mind. At some point, you will have to fight the wind person again, I don't remember what my first experience of the wind person was, but I remember that my second experience was not good at all. It was absolutely horrible. Oh no. But yeah, so the second time round, I can't remember if she did it the first time round, but I know that the second time round, she was doing this like, she was doing this move called like maelstrom. I never know how to pronounce it, but you know what I mean, I assume. Like M-A-E-L strom, and it basically puts all of your characters on like 5 HP. Like, doesn't matter what they started on, whatever they started on, it brings your whole team down to about 5 HP. And then obviously you've got to very, very quickly sort yourself out, otherwise she's going to get another 10 and no one's going to survive it. We were talking about my... do you remember when I fought the wind lady? And she was just like... Yeah, she made short work of me. I died. So... There was one, I didn't die on that many bosses, but that was one of them that I did die on. Do you know, I don't think I've ever seen an Avengers film. I just like each to their own. But I don't know, like I've never been that big on superheroes. Like I've seen a couple of Spider-Man films, I've seen a couple of Batman films. I think I've seen an X-Men film, maybe the first one. I've seen just hanging around on telly or whatever. Sometimes like Iron Man will be on or whatever. So actually, I'm listing quite a lot here, but a lot of them are not that. A lot of them I've seen because they've just been like on in the background. They've just been on telly while I'm kind of messing around or whatever. Yoink. That is 29 out of 38 little babies in cages. Gotta love jumps that are like just about wide enough that you're capable of making it over a pit that will kill you in one hit. It's my favorite kind of jump. Let's go down here before we explore more spikes. Oh, hello. It's supposed to be fair. They get a 10 for every 10 of your characters. I mean, the thing is, that is actually fair, isn't it? Like, normally turn-based RPGs are very unfair to bosses. Like, bosses totally get the bad end of the deal. I think... Okay, we've been this way now, haven't we? I think. Or have we? Yes, we have. It's fine. All we've done there is open up a shortcut. But yeah, I think usually bosses get the real bad end of the deal. Things are usually like massively unfair. You'll have a boss in most Final... Say it was Final Fantasy VII. You'll get 3 turns and the boss gets 1. Like, that's pretty much the standard. And so that makes it really... the odds are really in your favor, because you can just... I mean, even if you wanted to be really cautious, you could like... I don't know, you could like heal twice and then only attack once every turn. And every turn you'd be healing twice. And he's only, he can only attack once. You can be attacking and healing twice in the same turn. It's like he's got no chance, is he? Yeah, that's not a thing in the older games. Whoa. Get off. being poked by spears. Come on. Whoa. Oh, Jesus. Chug on the jugs. Chug. There we go. Yeah! Thought the magnet cave only slowed you down. He was very surprised when his whole team was paralyzed and enemies destroyed him. Oh, was that the that was the one where it, like, I mean, I don't know if knowing what older games can be like, it was probably really nasty and didn't tell him or whatever. But is that, I'm pretty sure on the PSP version it was really like, it really spelled it out to you. It basically said, hey, you know, don't use anything metal or you're going to be in serious trouble. And I just kind of, if I remember rightly, I basically, oh wow, smashed it. Yeah, if I remember rightly, I basically just like, it makes like a horrible sound effect when you're, makes a horrible sound effect when you've got something metal on. It's like, like every single step. So I just kept like taking something off, walking around, seeing if it still made the horrible sound effect, take it off, make that, you know, and kept doing that over and over again till it stopped the horrible sound effect. Basically it said, hey, you're not going to be able to move as fast whenever you're in here if you have metallic weapons, so I just assumed it would just be slow. Yeah, I mean, that would be a fair, I can't remember what the PSP version said, but I felt like the PSP version made it quite like obvious, but there seems to be massive differences in dialogue between both versions. You need the key of the secular to open this door. This is a lovely little maze. And by lovely, I mean it's not nice. But no, like this is a very like, this is like a labyrinth of doors. Voila. All of which you need keys for. So you need the key to the scribe. There's only a couple of doors. But obviously I will need, oh, there's only a couple of keys rather. Loads of doors, but only a couple of keys. Oh my god. Some of the things in this, by the way, I'll tell you this one because this is absolutely stupid. I've never seen anything so ridiculous. If I have one complaint about this game, it's how stupid and some of the methods are of doing things. Now you see this this cage to the right here. It's locked, right? And it's locked, and there's a nice little treasure behind it. Do you want to know how to open that cage? How you open the cage is by moving the lift up and down 6 times. That's it. How the hell? I mean, unless you happen to get lost and went backwards and forwards through here a ton of times, you would never do that, ever. Yeah, and so that's what some of the things in this are just like, what the hell? Like, no one's ever gonna do that without looking it up. See, now it's open just because I kind of opened it up and down a bunch of times. Obvious, really, wasn't it? Hey, Taco, you made it. How's it going, man? Some of these are... Oh, hello. Okay, so, oh, of course, that's not got a lock on it. Moldy's going to enjoy the final boss. I kind of hope... Oh! Lovely. I kind of hope that they, you know, in the nicest possible way, you know, I just hope that he gets a similar kind of experience to me. The key of the secular. Beautiful. Yeah, I kind of hope he just gets a similar experience to me. I don't want him to get absolutely, like, torn to pieces, but, you know, just the first few attempts to be similar to mine, i.e. torn to pieces. You know, let him get torn to pieces a couple of times, then he can win. That's fine. But nah, that final boss was interesting. Yeah, don't worry, Chloe. When you actually like get it and test it out, you'll it's kind of one of those things. Like with a lot of things, there's not like there's no point me giving you tips, because by the time you kind of get round to playing the game, you'll have forgot it all. Because it won't mean anything to you until you've actually seen the game for yourself and can kind of remember what the deal is. 30 out of 38. Just checking for them walls. But yeah, we're going to be beating the game tonight. Ace, you hit it here first. Oh, I should say, I meant to say and totally forgot, that 1, we'll be beating the game tonight, and 2, I don't think we're going to be streaming anywhere near. That's my prediction anyway. Though I don't... we're definitely beating the game tonight. That's fact. My prediction is that I don't think it's going to take me anywhere near 4 hours. I don't know if I spoke to him or not. Well, listened to him. He's a bit dead. Oh, hello. Yeah, so just because the key of the secular. Thank you, Chloe. Hello. Yeah, so we will be beating the game tonight, and I don't think it's going to take me that long, and I'm just going to play the game for as long as it takes me to beat it. Because I want to kind of leave... There'll be some other bits and bobs I need to do, and then I just kind of want to make sure that I've actually got something left to do next stream. School's been getting in the way. Ah, damn school. Our kids, well, I was going to say our kids are going back to school next week. They're not. The rest of, so some of them, the schools are going back. We're not actually sending ours back, just because it's still carnage over here. And you know, without going on about it too much, it's just like we don't think they're quite ready to go back yet. Hang on. Yeah, I don't remember the game inside out, so a lot of this is you've jinxed yourself 10 times in 5 seconds. Can't go up over there. Okay. Key of the scribe is needed to open this door. Yeah, so there's only 2 keys. There's the key of the scribe, and then there's the key of the secular. We discovered... No! Oh, hello. Hello, sir. Mr. Lion. Yeah, we've already discovered one of the keys. We just need to discover the other one, and then we'll basically be able to unlock everything. There is actually one other key as well, but that's kind of... I've already got that. You buy that from a shop, and it's called like the key of the Inquisitor or something. And all that does is open like optional optional doors with little goodies in and stuff. You don't need it. Okay, so I'm gonna need to, I guess, do this and then quickly get over there. There we go. So we can get on it before it goes all the way to the top. Hello, sir. Waiting for me like a nice chap. You use the key of the secular. Yeah, so I think there's maybe like 3 or 4 more bosses left in the game. And so, you know, how long I take to beat the game is going to be heavily dependent on how good I do against those bosses. There we go, the key of the scribe. Boom. We can roam free now, we can go anywhere. Yeah, I did mention at the start, didn't I? This is like a labyrinth of doors and stuff. It's the only bit of the game that's kind of hard to map read. Like the map, look at that. You know, the map makes no reference to like where the doors are, where they go, anything like that. Can have fun with the final boss. Oh, lovely. More rage, more. One more chance for me to give a put a title on the stream that says like end of the game, and then the game makes a liar out of me because obviously it's way too hard. Not anything there. How many bosses are in this game? I think it's something like 10. It's not like... It's not tons. Yeah, I think it's about 10, something like that. And I've already beaten like 5 of them or something. Yep, Lost Odyssey on Wednesday. Oh, get out of there. 31 out of 38. Boom. 7 more little cheddar babies to go. Yeah, so I think there's about 10 bosses in this. Yeah. No! That's not what I wanted. And yeah, so I think I beat about 4 or 5 the first stream, I think, and then I've beaten 1 today already. So yeah, I think we're looking at like 3 or 4 more bosses, something like that. Honestly, I mean, obviously everyone's got their own opinions, for obvious reasons, Catagon. But I think this game is like, I proper love it. I mean, it's my kind of thing. It's kind of like, you know, it feels like, oh, hello. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, in a lot of ways, the combat's quite like Dead Souls, but the game obviously just isn't procedurally, it's not random. You know what I mean? It is just one map. So yeah, it's quite Castlevania, it's quite Dark Souls. Well, it's Dark Souls in the sense of like, when you die, you drop a little marker and you got to go back and collect it and that kind of thing. And obviously it's hard. But a lot of people will say it's like Dark Souls. Anything that's hard is instantly like Dark Souls nowadays. But yeah, so it's hard. It's like Castlevania. It's like Dead Souls. It's, you know, I'll show you the map, Catagon. It's like, you know, it's very, I mean, I can zoom out as well. It's very kind of like Hollow Knight and Super Metroid, all that kind of stuff. They're obviously all the areas are color coded by kind of like the name of the area that it is. It's a really, I know this sounds like a weird thing to say, but it's a really nice map. It's a nice map. Yeah, I do remember that, Moldy. I mean, I've never played any of the Crash games, but I remember people saying, like, even if you take away the weird comparison to Dark Souls. Jesus. Guys, calm down. Yeah, even if you take away that kind of weird comparison, and it is a weird comparison, like, I've heard that they're really hard. Like, and because I remember when it came out, a lot of people saying like, "Oh my god, you know, I played this when I was a kid, and I don't remember it being this hard." I think there's a lot of games like that where you kind of, you know, you play them as a kid, and you just, I guess when you're a kid, I always think when you're a kid, you've just got more patience, and kind of often you're like, you might only have like a couple of games, or you haven't got loads and loads of games. I'd say usually less than when you're an adult anyway, because when you're an adult, well, hopefully you've got like plenty of money, and you can just, you know, if you want a new game, you can just buy it. So like when you're young, you've just got less games, and you just kind of, so like Super Ghouls and Ghosts or whatever, I played that tons as a kid. I got really good at it, so I never thought it was that hard. And now everyone's like, "Oh my god, Super Ghouls and Ghosts is really hard," and it's, I don't know, like, I guess as a kid, I just kind of, you get used to it because you've got no other choice. So yeah, so I think a lot of people probably played Crash as a kid and thought, "Oh, you know, this is a pretty standard little platformer deal," and then they went back to it as an adult and were like, "Oh my god, what the hell is this?" But yeah, I've heard they're really hard. Oh, I know what this is. You won't know what this is, but I know what this is. I'm just gonna make sure I have a particular item equipped that there's a particular item I have that protects me. It doesn't make me immune or anything, it just means I will have slight resistance to fire attacks. I'm about to walk into a boss who likes to do the fire. Grants some protection against flames. There we go. Wait for it. I've barely got any flasks left, which is not good. That would be very unexpected. Or it was very unexpected the first time I did it. This might be my favorite boss of the whole game, by the way. I think it's just like, I don't know. This is like my idea of like a perfect, like, I don't know. It's just like the definition of a good boss. I think it's like, you know, he's only got a couple of different movesets, and they're all. It's just a case of like figure out his move. You know, there's only a couple of moves. Figure out what they are. Figure out where you've got to go to kind of dodge them. And yeah, I don't know. It's the kind of boss fight where once you've got the hang of it, you could do a no-hit run fairly easy, I'd say. Like there's no luck involved. It's just pure, you know, getting used to the boss, you know, and doing so, you know, knowing how to do something about it. I mean, obviously, I'm probably not going to do this first time because I'm rusty and also that I did come in here with like very limited health. I mean, it's going to take an epic comeback here for me to damn it, to beat him. I'd have to do like a no-hit run for like 2/3 of his health. And I'm not sure how much I'll play that game, but I think I've got. Oh, you mean that game you downloaded today? Yeah. What kind? I saw you all posting pictures of it. What kind of game is it? Thankfully, though, the beauty of a metroidvania, we just unlocked this shortcut, didn't we? So now we can get back to the boss in like, you know, instead of taking about 3 years to get back to the boss, we can just get back to him in like. Well, one, we can get back to him quick, which, you know, removes the pain of getting back there. And 2, we can get there with, you know, all of our blood flasks instead of like 3. Give anything in the world for a proper 2D Final Fantasy fighting game. Oh, really? You've got one, haven't you? Isn't that what, like, I can't even remember what it's called now. And even when I did know what it was called, I'm not even sure if I'd pronounced it right. But isn't that what, like, Easegard or whatever it's called is? I've probably just completely butchered that. Oh, you know what game I mean. Eisgard or whatever it's called. Isn't that basically what that is? A 2D fighting game of Final Fantasy. Hello, Quest. I'm ready for you this time. First time I couldn't, you know, I didn't even remember half his attacks. This time, I'm ready. Whoa! Let him. Okay, what are we doing? Going round. But yeah, like, I mean, already you're going to see, I'm pretty confident I'll beat him this time round. And already I think it'll be a good example of how, you know, just this is a perfect boss where just learning the movesets just change, you know, just makes a boss turn from, you know, it's like Dark Souls. It can make a boss that at first seemed like insanely hard into something that's actually not that big a deal. God damn it. But yeah, probably my favorite boss of the game. No. I don't remember him taking so much of a pasting. Like his health feels higher than a lot of other bosses. Right, wait for it. Boom. Once you get him in this corner, you can get a full combo in on him. Whoa. No! Damn it! There's no, there's no no hit runs going on here. But, you know, I still think I'll beat him, but it won't be a, ain't gonna be a no-hit run. Boom. If you can get that uppercut attack in, it's like so powerful. Whoa. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Ah. It's, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's cool. It's like, it reminds me, even though it's very different, it kind of reminds me of the Mantis Lords in Hollow Knight, where you just kind of get into a rhythm, and once you get into a rhythm, you can just absolutely batter them. And then if you kind of get out the rhythm, you just completely blow it, and it all falls apart. Oh no! Oh yeah, I forgot that in the back half of the fight, or once he gets down to like a certain amount of health, he starts like summoning more of those fire towers, and you just gotta get out. That, if I have one complaint, it's that. It's that he's capable of like basically like locking you in somewhere. If he attacks you in the right place, he can just like pin you in and get like 2 or 3 or 4 hits in a row, and it's impossible to dodge. Ready, ready, ready. Go on. Yes. Oh no, he got away from the last. Boom. Focus. I'm getting low on flasks, see. Boom. Yes, we got the uppercut in. The uppercut does like way more damage than. See, no. See what I mean? He's kind of he happened to just like do his attacks all in the same, like get me kind of like pinned in. Oh no! I'm gonna blow it here. Right. He's going to go in the corner. He's going to go in the corner. Now get a good swipe in. I'm the one with the pointy... Oh, well, actually, I was going to say I'm the one with the pointy hat, but I just realized he's wearing a pointy hat. So that's really... I'm the one who's not hanging on the ceiling occasionally. This is the one. This is the one. Come on. Oh, no! No! Yes, look at that. Oh my god. No health flasks left. No health left. But we got it done. Yeah, I'm the one who's still alive, Chloe. Dissider's not 2D, not a Street Fighter. No, I didn't even mean Dissider. What's the other one? The one that Claudio always makes fun of you for liking. It's called like... It's got a weird name. It's almost like... It sounds like almost like a German word or something. It's like EIGHZ or something. It's spelt weird. It's like Eeg's hard or something. I don't know. I've probably spelt it completely wrong now. But it's the one that Claudio always makes fun of you for liking. Isn't that a Final Fantasy fighting game?
The one you have pulled from punishment was hearsay, one of the sheltered. He was unjustly condemned to the stake for heresy, and the Inquisitors bore witness to the flames, engulfing his body amidst an atrocious communion of prayers and cries. Still, when it was over, and the flames had died, the merciful miracle called them forth again, and from them, from the ashes and the embers, the body of Kirse rose.
That's the one, Catagon. I spelt it horrendously. Yeah, I knew it had like E's and Z's and H's and yeah. It's a square fighting game, but the only Final Fantasy characters in an hour. The only fantasy characters are from 7, all the others are original. Oh, okay.
For fiery are the paths of the miracle.
And now we can smash this, and I believe this is the shortcut back to where it all... Okay, no, not quite. That's the little goodie that we couldn't get before because we accidentally fell down the pit. Well, there was no accident, it was planned. We got the key to the high peaks, which we're going to need. Hello. You are rid of guilt. Thank you, sir. So you see all these statues where we've got where we get rid of guilt. That's where we've got to that's basically where we've got to each one of those, I think I've never done it before, but I think what I've read is that you have to... Oh, that was close. I want 29,000 soul things. They're not souls. I don't know what you call them. Tears of Atonement. That's what you call them. Boom. Have some of that. Yeah, so we've got loads of these Tears of Atonement. Oh, this is where a certain NPC will be later, I think, if you do like... That's why it's an empty room. You might think, what the hell? Why would you want to unlock a room that's completely empty? So we want to go to the right. That's the shortcut back to... Yep, boom. That's where this mayhem all began. We kind of came into this area that was the maze. And that was the, that was the kind of save points. We went down there, down the ladder into the kind of maze. The clerics are alive, Ace. I can assure you the clerics are still alive, as far as I'm aware. 33 out of 38. This is what you need the key. This is the key of the high peaks for. That's going to take us off on our little horsey ride up in the sky. Look at that gorgeous background. See, I don't know. It's nice. You can do nice graphics with simplistic. You can have graphics that are simplistic and still nice. So this is, if you remember way back when, this is like near the very start of the game. This, the Covenant of Our Lady of the Charred Visage. This was the boss that was basically like a big floating face, and you had to stab their brain. That's who that was. And now, only now, can we access up here for some... Well, I think one thing we're going to get is we're going to get a fast travel thing, which is really cool, and I'm going to use that actually in a second. Because there's something I want to do. But the main reason to come up here is our second mask. The Mirrored Mask of Delphos. So yeah, remember, each time you kill a boss in this second half of the game, each time you kill a boss, it gives you access to a mask. The mask lets you move one more floor up the elevator. Yeah, I know what you mean, actually, Ace. Even though it's a very different game, but I know what you mean. Right. I think I can go in here. I don't think I've been in here before. Hey, boom. Good job I did come in here. Some more max HP.
These pains of mine, the deepest and sharpest of them all.
Oh, she says the last one.
Now depart towards the cradle of punishment, O penitent one in guilt.
Ah, the cheese wheel was good fun. Got me playing some very interesting games. No. Right, okay, I don't want that. It's so annoying. You can create your own map marker like this by pressing X, and I must constantly be pressing X by accident. Every time I turn the map on, I've got like 50 map markers set up myself that I don't want. I am going to do one cheeky little thing before we crack on that's going to just make life so much nicer. There's a church that is... so as it is, you know, I can only... Here's the clerics looking good, Ace. They're all... Well, they're not looking that good, but they're alive. Just about. If they weren't, there'd be like a graveyard in the next... Or there'd be... Like, for each one that dies, there's a gravestone appears. In, like, the next screen along. So, they're alive. Yeah, so there's this church, and you can offer up tears of atonement, and the more you offer, you get various different rewards. The main one that I'm interested in, and I don't even think you need this for the platinum, so it could be me potentially being wasteful. But it's so good. I've already donated 4,000, I think. And if you donate 20,000 altogether, you're... you know, at the moment, you can only... Yeah, at the moment, you can only fast travel from those kind of statues that are like a hand, and it looks like a portal. Once you do this, fingers crossed it should work. I think I've donated enough now. Once you donate 20,000, these they get a little upgrade, and then it fills your magic bar to the max when you rested them, which it never used to do. It just used to fill up your health. Now it fills up your magic as well. And now you can teleport to any, instead of having to just teleport. Look at these markers. Those little faces are me accidentally placing markers everywhere. Yeah, once you get to 20,000, you can teleport to any of these of your choice, instead of, you know, having to instead of having to stick to ones that just the hands, which it just makes getting around so much easier. It might be me being super lazy, but so what? I like to be lazy. There is one thing. I think I'm in the right place. Whoa! Okay. That was not really the plan, but I ended up getting a little thing out of it. That wasn't really what I was planning to do. I think I'm gonna have to go back up. There's one NPC that I haven't seen yet, and I need him to kind of... Oh no, I don't think this is the way, actually. I love this room with the get down, boys! Right, let's get out of here quick before the bell comes back. Whoa! Yeah, that didn't go to plan. Ooh, duck. There's a little goodie up here that we can get, which I'm going to attempt to get. How close to the end am I? Okay, so I've got basically 2 of the 3 masks that I needed to get. This is all just optional goodies as well. This is unnecessary torture I'm putting myself through. But I'm still going to do it. Well, actually, it's not an unnecessary torture because I'm trying to get the platinum. So, it's very necessary torture. So yeah, so I've got to get... oh yeah, I forgot about this room. It's the same deal as before with the dodging of the bell, except now I've got to do like platforming above a pit. Why are you not doing what I want you to do? Oh god. Whatever. Didn't want to do it anyway. But no. Where the hell is the room? Hang on 1 second. Yeah, there's so there's 3 maps, right? And there's 3 masks rather, and I've already got 2 of them. So I basically need to get 1 more mask, which means 1 more boss. And then that's going to let me go up to the top tier, at which point I'll be able to fight basically the end game. Oh, sorry. I'll be able to fight the person who... I mean, I'm not going to spoil too much. Yeah, I mean, you'll see it as you see it. So 1 more person, 1 more mask, then the... God damn it. One more mask, then I'll be able to access the person who's like... I guess like the bodyguard of the final boss, who I have to kill also. So yeah, so 3 bosses altogether, 3 bosses remaining, 1 more to get a mask, then like the end game boss's kind of bodyguard, and then the end game boss. So, and I reckon, I mean, how long it takes me will be heavily dependent on how good I am.
Isn't she majestic?
I'm okay. This is the NPC I needed to find. So I want to make an offering, and I give the mark of the first refugee. There you go. Our poor lady. Then I give an offering of the second refugee. Now you could just, one of the option there is to just kind of like put her out of her misery, or end her suffering. If you do that, then you don't like... we're basically trying to complete this guy's quest. He's like here looking after this thing, and we're trying to help the thing. So yeah, you need to get the three marks of the refugee or whatever to be able to do it. And just getting absolutely mauled. It's fine. Actually, I think I might have... Oh, god damn it, man. Can't even get up here. Yeah, I think if I was like proper on my game and I absolutely smashed it, I reckon I'd complete the game within an hour. I think in reality it might be closer to 2. But again, you know, yeah, it's all about how good I am. It's kind of, you know, it's like Dark Souls. Like, you could complete the game in 10 hours, you could complete the game in 50. And neither one of them will be that crazy. Right, let's... Nope. I want to teleport, please. So... Oh, in fact, no, I don't want to teleport. I'm where I want to be. I've got the next mask. I just need to... outrageous. Get off me. Yeah, I've got the next mask. Now I need to slot it into the elevator. Ride my way up the elevator to the next floor up, and then I think that's what kind of gets me access to the 3rd mask, or the boss who holds the 3rd mask, I think. Okay, so let's put the mask in. The Mask of Delphos. Right, so pull the first lever. That takes you up to the next floor up, which we've already done before. Then you pull the other lever. Took me ages to bloody figure this out. I didn't need... Oh, well, hang on. I must have pulled the wrong one. God damn it. I didn't even realize that you could pull it again, kind of thing. So I put like the 2nd mask in, and I didn't realize that you could just... That like the lever came back up, and you could pull it again to go up further. So I spent ages just not having a clue where to go on my first playthrough, which is fun. There we are. We're up in the dizzy heights of... Whoa! Jesus. Oh my god. That is my one... That is another complaint about the game. I hate that. I hate the screen with a passion. I really think that's like a literal mistake. Not like they have done something bad there. They have basically placed a hole. I mean, some would say serves you right, tough titty. But they have placed a pit that you can fall in, and obviously, as you know, pits are one just an instant death. they've placed it at the very edge of the screen. So most people, you kind of, you know, you run onto this. Okay, I'm not going to get the chance to show you. But usually you would run onto a screen, right? And you just keep running. You know, you run from one side of the screen onto the next, and you just continue to run. If you do that on this, in those rooms, obviously you carry on running, and then you swiftly find out that there's a hole, and you're dead. And it's just so, I don't know, it just feels like so harsh that you kind of, if you carry on running through the door, you're going to die. Ah! Come on, get out of there, get out of there. I can, now that I've got them out the way, if I can get a chance to heal, I'm sure I can beat them. We've got a ton of magics that we can unleash at him. Whoa! Oh, Jesus! That wasn't the way it was supposed to go. There we go. Have some of that. And again. And again. Oh, no. Maybe not. Come on. There we go. And again. Man, I'm so bad at this. This is not good. This, by the way, as you've probably guessed, is the third, or the mark of the third refugee, which is the last. God damn it. I just can't seem to jump over. I know you can jump over it because that's what you do. But I just seem to be failing to jump over his like spin attack every time. But yeah, this is the mark of the third refugee, which is gonna get me it's gonna basically get me to complete that person's side quest. Yeah, I know I know Black Wisp now. Hello, Claudio. I guess maybe others don't know it's you. How's it going, Claudio? You're almost in time for possibly the most interesting boss of the whole game, just in terms of like, no, just in terms of like design. They're a very cool boss. Actually, I don't think I need to be here right now. I think I need to be somewhere very different. So I'm gonna go where I think I need to be to kind of like this is kind of optional stuff, I think, or sort of. I think we can go down this way. The sleeping canvases, that rings a bell. I'm pretty sure, I want to say that's where the next boss is. I'm not 100%. Oh, this is Scouse in the final boss. I'm not in the final boss yet. I'm not that good. But I have a solid level of confidence that I will be before the night is out. Not only that, but I will be way before the 4-hour mark. Like I've said that I'm gonna kind of play the game to completion tonight, and that I don't think it's gonna take. Oh, sorry, so I'll start again. Because there's a few things I explained at the start when you went here. So there's a bit of stuff that I have not yet. Oh, this is fun. And that wasn't. I don't even mean that in a sarcastic way. It is quite fun. Some you got to go under, some over. Yeah. So by the time I've completed the game, I'll have done most of the platinum, but not all of it. There's a few bits and bobs. For one, there's 2 different endings, and you get one ending by. So you get one ending by just completing the game regular, and you get another ending by completing the game and having done these optional kind of Colosseum arena challenge thing. So if you beat the end of game boss before doing that challenge, you get yeah, if you beat the end of game boss before you've completed that challenge arena, you get the bad ending basically, and if you do it afterwards, you get the good ending. And so what I'm doing, because you can, if you do it the right way round, you can get both endings in the same run. I'm gonna not do the challenge. I'm gonna not do the Colosseum, which will then, ouch. I'm gonna not do the Colosseum, which will then get me the bad ending. And when you beat this game, it just takes you right. It basically takes you back to your save point, just before you fought the end game boss. So it means that I can kind of get the bad ending, and then the game will just auto reload before the final boss. Then I can go and do the arena, and then fight the final boss again, and get the good ending. So today I'm just doing the bad ending. That's my point. So today is all about just kind of getting to the end game boss, beating him. Moo.
You have found some of my brothers. Though I still ask you to find the rest of them. Please, keep this canvas made from the gold of our faces, and my brothers will guide you.
Thanks, cow. Yeah, so this is... Oh, hello! Bit creepy.
One, in finding these holy brethren of mine, you have completed the vision of my birth, which was painted on a sleeping canvas. My name being Hothinero, I was born of the moon and of the torment of a brave bull, and of myself by the grace of high wills, my holy brethren.
If you look, you can see that he is basically like stood in the innards of that cow. The cow's like ripped open in two, and he's inside it. Skin and bones. I can't even remember what that's for. I don't know what that... I don't even know what that trophy is. Because you get a trophy for... you get a trophy for collecting all of the cherubs, which are the little, you know, the little babies in the cages. And I've got... There's 38 of them, and I know that because every time you get one, it pops up and says like 10 out of 38, 11 out of 38, and it keeps a running total for you on the screen. And so I know there's 38, but I think I've only got about 30 of them. So that can't be the trophy for... Oh god, no, I miscounted. I miscounted, Ace. There's one more boss than I thought there was. Because this... Oh, no, hang on. Or is there? Oh, bloody hell. I don't know. Don't ask me. Right. I'm just gonna get my my spells lined up. I don't think... No, I can't unlock them. I have to be at one of the statues to unlock them. Not that I particularly want to. Okay, so that one offers defense. Nice. That one... It gives you... Yeah, that's like... you can get Tears of Atonement when you smash chandeliers and stuff, which I'm not really that fussed about, to be honest. Now I know that this guy does poison and fire, so I want, and there's things I can get that basically give me protection against fire and protection against poison. It's you know, it's very far from 100% protection, but it's still it's something. It's a little help. Providing great protection against electrical attacks. I mean, that's not super useful, but I'll, you know, unless I've got good reason to remove it. Passion. Okay. Magical. Ooh, hang on. The pelican fed its children with its blood, protects the wearer from all harm while they drink the bile flask. I think I might stick that on, actually. It's better than having... There was one that I had on that was like... I'm sure there was one that I had that like protected me against lightning or something, and I thought, well, that's useless because he's not going to do it. Ah, there we go. Great protection against fire. I'll definitely want that. VP is very underrated. I haven't... What's VP? VP... Oh, Valkyrie profile. Just by looking at the chat, were you explaining Valkyrie profile? Oh, yes, 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 they were. Wait for this one. This was the one I meant. It's a crazy baby. Funnily enough, the baby is actually kind of a small part of the boss, but it's like they did such a great job in this of just the kind of boss design is just so creepy. Now this is a boss that's got like, it's got pretty crappy HP. You know, you can kill it quite quick, but it hits pretty hard. So, you know, you can kill it quite quick, but it can also kill you pretty quick. Bom, bom, bom. But yeah, if you happen to get touched by that baby, by the way, one hit kills. Just saying. He will literally rip you to shreds. Oh wow, I found myself a sweet little spot here, haven't I? Oh, get out of there. I think I'm gonna do this first go, which is mental. Wow. Boom, get out. I love this boss, but that was embarrassing for the little guy. Normally yeah, I can imagine his backstory is pretty messed up. A strange ginormous baby that's like rips people's limbs off. No, it's not the pinwheel at all. It's really not. I think I got a bit... That was like a combination of... I think it was a combination of getting a bit lucky and... I don't know, maybe a combination of getting a bit lucky and... kind of I've done it once before and stuff. I don't know, but... I struggled with him more than almost any boss in the game. First time round. So it's definitely not like, oh, he's dead easy. I think I just got lucky there. Right, I am back. Oh, this is perfect actually, being back here, because it means I can go save, or go to like a checkpoint to rest up. Oh, hello. Oh, is this going to be the other mask, maybe? The embossed mask of Crescent. I think that's it, you know? No getting good in the formula? Well, that's what I'm saying. I've done it. That's what I mean. There's an element of the fact that I've done it before. But I definitely think I got lucky there. Like, I don't know. That was like... You have acquired a big bead of red wax. Excellent. That's just another kind of... I don't even know what it does, but it's another like accessory. You know, I've been... You must have seen throughout the game. I've been kind of... Oh, boom. Chance to upgrade our strength. And of course I can unlock the other abilities, which I'm going to do because I need to just for the platinum. But, I mean, I'm gonna be doing them all, kind of regardless of whether they think they're good or not, because one of the trophies is to just unlock everything. Level 5, is that all? There's a level 6 and a level 7. That worries me a bit, because maybe I'm not ready to fight the end of game boss quite yet. Like, I remember. I'm pretty sure that when I fought the end game boss, I had like the max, you know, like the max upgrade kind of thing for my sword. What is that? Okay, oh, I think maybe I didn't have the max, but I think I had 6 though. I think 7's max. And I've only got 5. I don't think there's... I mean, I've unlocked, by the way, I've unlocked this Dr. Schwartz, which means that I can... you know, I donated 20,000 Tears of Atonement, which means I get to teleport anywhere I like, which is an amazing upgrade. Which actually, that reminds me, I could do with going back to Alberto to collect one item. And then I can do something. Funny that babies are part of horror games now. Yeah, I mean, everything in this, like, the style of this, the kind of setting of this game is weird.
Thou hast already met Cleophas. He was once a member of this congregation. One woeful day he broke his vows and left upon hearing the news that a miracle had occurred. We never heard from him again. Please give him this. It will mean a lot to him.
I've acquired the cord of the true Betty. Cheers, dude. I need that, otherwise I'll basically screw up his side quest. You're actually supposed to fight the baby itself, but they decided to have you fight the wicker snake instead. I suppose it's a bit... I mean, it's borderline... It's already a bit weird having, you know, like, a baby rip your arms off. I suppose people might think it was another level of weird to have the baby... to have you stabbing the baby. A cupcake rolls in. Hello, Hyper. You're here for the end game. Almost. Oh. Oh. Just getting smashed up. It's fine. It's fine. Just gotta give this thing. Make an offering. I have no available. Oh god, I died, didn't I? Oh, god damn it! I totally forgot about that. I died on when I was in the room with the third. You know what? Like the third mark of the refugee or whatever. I ended up dying, so I didn't actually collect that, which is what I needed. Right, so I'm trying to remember where it is I actually have to go now. Hello, sir. Designed to make you feel as the most optimal amount of discomfort. Oh yeah, it's very much a Metroidvania hyper. So this is kind of... This is what the map looks like. You know, it's color-coded by area, so you've got, like, you know, the brown section there's one area, the Mountains of the Endless Dusk, and then the green section is the Desecrated Cistern, then the other brown bits, Mercy Dreams, yeah, so it's really color-coded, it's a really nice map to read, I think, you know, it's really kind of clear, and one thing I love is that it makes it easy to know that you've explored every nook and cranny. Because if you see kind of where I've got the marker right now on like the center of the screen, right? Just above the little picture of the hand. To the slightly in the room to the left of that, you can see that the room is not kind of, it's not got a hard edge on it. The fact that there's no hard edge on it means, you know, we haven't completely explored that room, kind of thing. There's something in there that we haven't done yet, and I love that. So if there's a hard edge around it, you know, you've got to the end of the room, and you know there's no more to explore. If there's a, you know, if it's just blank, then you know that you haven't kind of fully explored it. So that way you can really kind of, you know, if you're looking for secrets or whatever, you know exactly where you have been and exactly where you haven't been. I just think it's really cool. And so you can just kind of look at the map and be like, right, where have I not gone yet? And go there. Map is classic style of Metroidvania. Oh yeah, I no doubt about it. It's very Symphony of the Night-ish. Yeah, well, it's funny because I've not played Symphony of the Night, but I was saying similar myself. Well, I was saying myself that I thought I got the feeling that it was kind of Metroidvania, or Symphony of the Night-ish. just from the little bits of Symphony of the Night that I've seen. And I think that kind of, yeah, I love the aesthetic. It's really like, yeah, it's very kind of like creepy, religious. Like everyone, you're getting smashed over their face by, you know, crazy nuns. It's very like, yeah, it's very religious, and it's not that I'm like a big religious person or whatever, but not that you have to be a big religious person to enjoy it. But yeah, I really like it. It's just, you know what? I was gonna say it's just different. Like there's a lot of styles of game that have been done to death and whatever, and this is not one of them. You know, there's not a ton of games that are like this. In fact, I struggle to think of one, to be honest. In terms of, like, obviously it looks quite similar to Castlevania in terms of like the knight with the sword, and the, you know, it's quite castle-y. Oh Jesus! But in terms of like the design of the boss fights and stuff, I've never seen anything like it. Oh, have I gone the goddamn wrong way? I have, haven't I? Did, definitely did. And yes, Hyper, I do love Hollow Knight. I absolutely love Hollow Knight. Now that I've reminded me, Hollow Knight is like, you know, it's so good. I think it's one of those things. Again, Hollow Knight's got a similar thing where if you've got the map and you've got the, if you've got the map and the compass, then you kind of, what's the word? Like, you know, you draw the map as you go, so you can kind of, if the map has not been completed yet, it's because you know, it's because you haven't been there yet, and it's a good way of kind of being a good reminder to you, like, hey, you need to go this way. You haven't done it yet. Although this one goes more towards the religion. Ah! Castlevania has you use religion to defeat demons. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, it's what this is one of these games. I've said it before. It's like similar to Dark Souls, where I can tell there is clearly a mountain of lore going on in this game. I just don't know what it is, but it's there, you know. It's like the information's there if you want to go find it, and if you can't be bothered, you don't have to. Whoa. So yeah, like it's really up to you whether you want to kind of, like with Dark Souls, it's up to you whether you want to investigate all the lore and look at all the items and find out what everything means and where each boss came from and all that kind of stuff. All that's optional. It's got it all there, you know, it's all there for the taking, and it's just down to you whether you want to do it or not. And this is the same. So, you know, they've got all, you know, literally every single item in the game has got like a bunch of lore. In the menu, you can read, like, I'll just as a random example, I'll show you. I don't know, something. I'm trying to find something interesting. I don't know. Here you go. The humorous of McMittens the Nurse. A nurse and cat lover, McMittens saved countless lives, humans and others. Unable to bear saving those who showed no respect for life, he put an end to his own. Like every single item. I mean, that was quite a short one. Every single item has got something like that. So you kind of, and Dark Souls does the same thing, where every single item has, like, the lore is in the item description. So it's up to you how much you want to, you know. I'm not big on it, to be honest, Claudio. I don't know, like, I really like the lore. I don't know, it's like, it's something that I don't know, like, there are some games I play for story, and there are some games that I play for gameplay, and this is one of the ones that I play for. This is one of the ones I play for gameplay. Like, I mean, people still find it shocking that I don't really know a lot of the. Like, I've completed Dark Souls. I don't know how many times, a lot, and I still don't really know too much about what's going on. Because I don't know, like, a lot of people complain about this. They complain about my opinion here, but I like a story to tell me what I need to know. Like, you know, like for I don't know, for example, Zelda. I mean, that's not a great example because there's not a lot of story in it, but what you need to know is given to you by the game. You know, if there's anything you need to know, it's forced upon you within as part of the game. I don't really want to have to like go on the wiki page and try and find out why something's the way it is. Like, just, you know, if it's important, tell me, and if it's not important, I don't need to know. Which kind of games do you play for story? Like you know, Shenmue is very story heavy, and you know, and I love that. It's pretty light on the gameplay, to be honest. Yakuza is like super, like, as much as I love the gameplay, and the gameplay is really good, I could happily watch a cutscene only version of it, kind of thing. It's that, like, I'm playing, like, when I'm playing Dark Souls, when I'm playing Yakuza, I'm playing it for the story. Totally. As much as, you know, the music's fantastic, the mini games are really cool. You know, the fighting, the combat's fun, but really I'm in it for the oh, we can't afford anything. It's fine, we'll go kill some bosses and then we'll have some more. No, I know the developers wanted you to piece it together, and that's fine. That's just like, that's it, you know, it's one type of, you know, I'll never say like they did it wrong or whatever. Like, it's just one possible way of doing the storytelling, and it's not my preferred way. I don't know. But then I suppose it's hard with a game like this. This isn't the kind of game where you're, and likewise with Dark Souls. I suppose one way, when they do it that way round, it means that they don't leave you, they don't basically force you to watch big fat cutscenes and stuff. You know, there are basically no cutscenes in Dark Souls, apart from like the odd cool boss entrance, stuff like that. I think we're about, oh god, yeah. I'm not prepared for this. We're about to die.
Carrying the guilty sword, you have committed the most serious crimes against the Mother and her saints.
Listen to this voice acting, by the way.
And its outbreaks. We have been entrusted with putting an end to your mission. I, Chrysanta in penance, excommunicate you, expel you, execrate you, with the blessing of our miracle of the greatest pain. And thus shall your name be erased under the heavens.
Yeah, so, this is, and I can't remember how, I mean, it's pretty bad, I guess, because I'm going to need to. I can't quite remember. I know it sounds stupid because I played it not that long ago, but I just can't quite remember how the strat with this boss. And what I do remember is that I got absolutely mauled by her for a long time. Like, I struggled with this boss more than any other boss by a mile. Like, way more than the endgame boss. Now, I'm not going to do it this attempt, short of an absolute miracle. Because I have no healing flasks, which is quite bad. One thing I do know is that, kind of like the end game boss, kind of like the end game boss with Sekiro, I feel like this is kind of like, this boss is kind of like, hey, you better have learned all the game mechanics by this point, because now we're going to get you to use them all. And obviously, I'm lazy. And I happy to admit that while I can do Dark Souls and easy, and I can breeze through Dark Souls, but I breeze through it in my own cheesy way. Like, I find a way to cheese stuff. I just find, like, but it's not even a cheese, really, I don't think. I know, like, I say that because that's what other people would call it, but I just think it's just, like, I find my own tactics that work. And maybe they're not always conventional. And maybe, like, like, if I can't do parrying, I'll find another way. I'll find, if I don't know how to do parries, I won't bother to learn how to do them. I'll just think, screw it, I'll find some way around it then. I think I should have went this way first. I'm guessing, yeah. There's a teleporty thing here, which would have meant that I wouldn't have had such a long trek back to the boss. Which is good, because we're probably going to die on this boss a lot. This, by the way, is the second to last boss. Once we beat this boss, it's literally probably a 10-second walk to the final boss. So, I could be finishing the game in the next 10 minutes, or it could take an hour. I don't know. Like, it depends how good I do at this boss, really. But yeah, so I like to, like, this is a boss, basically, where they really want you to parry. It's a sword fighting. A lot of them have been fights against monsters that you've got to dodge and stuff. This is heavily, this is like the stereotypical, like, time to put your sword skills to the test. Right. I mean, she's not that hard to parry once you get the hang of it. It's like, one good thing is as well, they're quite generous with the kind of like, if you kind of screw up the block, if you screw up the parrying, then and you're still holding down R1, then quite often you just do like a you just do like a block instead, which is not gonna do any harm to her, but it's gonna prevent you from getting smashed. Oh man. Yeah, but yeah, this is a boss where they say, you best learn how to parry, otherwise you're gonna have some serious trouble. And so I did eventually learn how to parry. I mean, that's not like, I knew how to parry right from the start, but there was a bunch of ones where I just didn't really bother so much. Like, quite often I didn't bother with enemies a lot. Yeah, so as you can see, as is often the case with a lot of the bosses, once you do a decent bit of damage, they start mixing things up with like alternative. They add new movesets into the they add new movesets into the repertoire. Come on. I mean, I'm pretty happy, to be honest. I'm pretty happy to be to have got her down to half health this early into my attempts, because she, as I say, like, this boss, more deaths than any other boss by a mile. I mean, we're not gonna, I don't think we're going to beat her this time, but we'll make a valiant effort. Come on. Oh no! I mean, we got what? We got like 70% of our health gone, maybe. It's not too shameful. Boom! You do so much damage when you do get the parry in. So if you can get the parry in, it's monstrous. Come on. Come on, I've got no! I was just gonna say I've got faith in myself. Good thing that pattern doesn't include a no death run. It doesn't, but funny little fact about that. Which shows that I can do this. And I can do it in style. It doesn't include a no death run, but what it does include there's, well, no, she's not the final boss. There is a final boss after. She's like the bodyguard of the final boss. As Dr. Schwarzer said, there's technically 2 bosses after this, but it's like, it's not. It's 1 boss. It's just a 2-phase fight. So yeah, after this, there's 1 more boss, and he's got 2 phases to him. I fought the first phase and was like, what the hell is this? What kind of a joke final boss is this? I've beat him in about 30 seconds. And then phase 2 happened. So yeah, the first one's borderline not even a boss. Anyway, that's what I was going to say. Remember when I said listen to the voice acting, right? A lot of people comment on how good the voice acting in this game is. And I agree. I think the voice acting is really good in this game. And then I was like on the internet. Well, I was on the internet looking for tips on how to beat her, basically. And I'm not kidding. I looked at various different threads, and without a doubt, without fail, every single page I went on to ask about tips to beat her. Like every single one of them, and this is like a good sample size. Without fail, you've got 2 or 3 different people saying, "Oh my god, isn't her voice acting horrendous? It completely ruins the game. It's the worst voice acting I've ever heard in a game ever. What the hell's going on? Like, the voice acting was so good in the game, and then she came along, and it was, what have they done? This is awful." And I just thought, what? Like, I mean, I don't know. It's not the best voice acting in the world, but bloody hell, it doesn't. I don't know. Like, it didn't stand out to me as being like that bad. It was just like, it was all right. I don't know. It like, I didn't even register it as being particularly different from the rest of the game. But you will look at any forums about this boss, and it's just like, people are trying to ask for advice, and no one bothers. No one bothers giving advice. They're all too busy going, "Oh my god, this is the worst voice acting I've ever heard." She looks like you. Why are we fighting her? She is the worst voice acting ever is in Breath of the Wild. Oh, I can't even remember the voice acting in Breath of the Wild. I don't know if that says. I don't know if that probably is not a good thing. A good thing, I guess. I can't even remember.
You have committed the most serious crimes against the Mother and her saints, against the miracle and
she, Claudio, is. Bear in mind that this is a game that revolves heavily around, an understanding of the law. Oh, for God's sake! Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah, it's a game that revolves heavily around your understanding of the law. So, which I don't. So there's probably a lot. My understanding is that she is kind of like a bodyguard of the god that we are soon to fight. But I can't offer too much insight, to be honest, into what's going on here. Like, if you keep an eye on the, keep an eye on her health. Ah! And when I do manage to parry her, if you recognize the animation, she kind of like recoils backward. Look how huge the amount of health I take off is in one hit when I do manage to do the, when I do manage to get a parry in once in a while. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Okay. That was less good than I remember. No, but no, it's good. It's good. It's all about the parries. So dodge that, and then there's the kind of AoE that sparks out from it. Oh. Jump. Oh, and then she does the diagonal ones. Get out the way. And then dodge again. And then diagonal swipes. And then there's a third stage after. Ah! Yeah, she will teleport back into the room. And there's no telling that she won't basically teleport on top of you. Which is quite nice. Ideally best to keep moving. Wallop! Yeah, so I think there's a third phase to her that is even more nasty than what we've got at the moment. But we're doing good, we're doing good. I mean, this is a good sign that it's not going to take me all night. Because I'm getting quite close. I just need a bit of luck. Ah. Oh. Oh. That spell? Oh god, are you kidding me? She's gone back into this? That's mean. That's basically, because obviously when she does this, I can't hurt her. So if she keeps spamming this round of attacks, she might as well be invincible. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, she's done it again. She's spamming. It's like Big Bang all over again. She's spamming the moves that I basically have no way of doing anything about. No! So close. So close. Yeah, I've not tried True Torment yet. I will give it a go. In this game, so very good. Oh, you mean this? What? Do you mean the sliding attack that we can do? That is a beast of a move. Yes, that's what I was saying. So I know I can do this, and I know I can. Can't do anything about this move. Spam it, it is. Yeah, no, like I mean, all these games have that kind of element of RNG, and you know, turn-based games have it as well, where sometimes the time you beat the boss will just be the time that they happen to do their weaker moves, and they stop spamming the worst move possible over and over again. But yeah, so basically there's not a no death trophy in this hyper, but what there is a beat all the bosses without ever using a blood vial, which is, you know, like an Estus, what, you know, it's equivalent of, because you've got Dark Souls, haven't you, hyper? So if you have, then you'll know what an Estus flask is. But anyway, there's a trophy to beat all the bosses without ever healing. You're allowed to heal around the levels and stuff, just not in boss fights. And I did that on my very first run through of the game because I'm an absolute loony. Stupid idea, but whatever. Because I kind of decided when I first got it, I was like, I like this. And I thought, I'm gonna, like, as soon as I got it, I kind of thought, I'm gonna platinum this, I reckon. Because I just knew I was gonna like it. And So I thought, okay, well, let's see if I can just platinum it all in one go. You know, I'll try and platinum it in one playthrough. And so I tried to do it all. I tried to do the no flask run and all that stuff. And as it happens, I basically screwed up one of the side quests, and that's kind of why I'm streaming it. Because I kind of screwed up one of the side quests, which meant that I couldn't platinum it in my first go. So I was going to have to replay it again anyway, so I thought, okay, I'll do this. But one of the things I did do in my first run was the killing every boss without any bile flasks. And to do that is hard. To do that on your first playthrough when you don't know the bosses is, I don't mind saying, is pretty good. You know, I give myself a bit of kudos for that. And so yeah, so I have beat this boss without ever healing once. In fact, that's how I beat it the very first time I did it, which was only a couple of weeks ago. So I beat, yeah, so as I say, on my very first playthrough, I beat her without healing once. So if I can beat her without healing once, and now I've got like 9 healing potions, beating her should be like a breeze. And I'm sure it will be. I mean, we've only had 3 goes, I think, and 2 of them were pretty damn close. I have no idea how you beat this boss without healing. Major pattern. Thank you, man. Thank you. I don't know either. Like, honestly, when I saw the trophy, like, beat the bosses without healing, I thought, maybe this was a mistake. But I thought, oh, well, you know, beating the bosses without healing must be quite easy then, because, you know, there's no way they'd put a trophy in like that if it was, like, crazy hard. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just assumed, okay, well, it must be a fairly doable thing to do if they've put it in. You know, like, I can't imagine they'd ever put a they'd never put a trophy into Bloodborne that was, like, beat all the bosses without healing, because that would just be, like, no one would do it. Like, you know, so I figured because they've included it, it must be a fairly doable task. And that's why I kind of gave it a go, thinking, oh, okay, it can't be that bad. And to be fair, I mean, it wasn't that bad, like, because I did it on my first playthrough. But it was certainly not easy. But I suppose once you kind of get used to the fact, once you just accept the fact that you accept the fact that you don't have healing items, then suddenly that's how you play the game. You know, you play it like that because that's your only option, so you don't know any better. Oh! Good start! Don't screw it up now. Where's she gone? There she is. So it is quite like, she's pretty, I mean, I know I'm not making it look like it, like she is, but she is quite like clockwork. So, like, if I swing a couple of times, she will, oh, god damn it. It's all about getting your timing right, because if I swing a couple of times, she pretty much always, swings back at me. So if you just go swing, swing, parry, swing, swing, parry, I mean, I realize I'm not making that look. I'm not proving my point here. But generally, if you go swing, swing, parry, you know, it goes better than you might think. Oh god, you teleported on me again. Boom. Come on. Oh yes, parry again. We're doing good here, we're doing good. Oh my god, that's, yeah, I was thinking that as well, Hyper. I didn't know you'd got to the Mantis Lords, so you got pretty far then. That's, you know, like, Mantis Lords is... Yeah, it's pretty far. Ugh. Okay, that was my last flask. No more room for errors. Oh, come on, you stupid teleporting on top of me. Oh! Come on. No! Gotta keep spamming the move that I can't do anything about. Yeah, honestly, the Mantis Lords, I proper love that fight. Because I was talking about it earlier, I think, before you got here. That, like, the Mantis Lords, it's such a good boss fight that where you kind of, like, you know, you really get into a rhythm. And it's one of those boss fights where you kind of, like, once you get into a rhythm, you smash it. But if you can't, you know, if you, like, lose focus and you fall out of your rhythm, then it's just like you get hit and then you're trying to recover and you get hit again and you're trying to recover and you get hit again, and it's just like you know, if you lose your flow, it just all falls to pieces. But once if you're in the zone, it's
Penitent one in
so I love that fight.
Carrying the guilty sword.
Exactly, Dr. Schwarzer. Bang your head against the wall enough times. That'll work.
Against the miracle and its outbreaks. We have been entrusted and...
Right, let's do this. Wall up with the cheeky, ooh, the cheeky party in right away. Ooh. Okay, don't jump over that, and then you want to kind of like cover the beach, basically. I mean, it's not as hard as it looks, despite the fact I haven't done it yet. But you know, a lot of the attacks are pretty easy to like combat. You know, when she dives in the air, it's great because you just like you basically land to the side of where she lands, and then you'll miss, or you let her stab you right in the face, and then you die, whichever you prefer. Sorry for treating you like a noob. You got pretty far in Dark Souls or not? Oh, well, I don't know where you're up to in Dark Souls. You say that like I haven't been keeping everyone updated in Soulsborne? Last I heard, you were... Did you beat... I think... I'm sure I remember you... You got up to the Capra Demon, right? Who is, for most people, the most annoying boss in the game. I genuinely think... I know it's like... Others will agree. Oh, sorry, others will disagree. I genuinely think if you get past Capra Demon, you're fine. Like, if you beat, and he's not like necessarily the hardest boss in the game, but for just pure frustration, I think if you can get past him, you'll beat the game. Like, he really isn't, you know, he's like, or at least for me anyway, he was like pretty much peak frustration. Yeah, it's just you, him, in a very small room with two dogs. It's the dogs. The dogs absolutely ruin you. It's an interesting fact, Hyper, that apparently the developers were supposed to... those dogs are only in the room by accident. It was something like either the developers were supposed to remove them, or they were supposed to be in like the hallway just outside. And then they didn't get removed, basically, when they were meant to, and now you end up with that horrible situation of like trying to fight him while you've got dogs mauling you. Oh, get out! 1, 2, 3. Come on, 1, 2, 3. No! 1, 2, 3. Ah! No! No, don't kill me. I do have an... if you're wondering about this, by the way, I've got a charm equipped that basically means that while I'm healing, I can't get hurt. So in that kind of, like, little 2-second window or whatever while you chug on a flask, I'm invincible, which is so useful for, especially for things like this, where you kind of, you can basically use it as a way of like getting through attacks that you maybe otherwise would struggle to dodge. If you just heal at the point where you kind of think you're gonna get where you think the nasty attacks come in or whatever. Obviously do it when you need health as well, but in most boss fights in this you're probably gonna need a potion quite often. So boom, parry. See, you can time your heals with when the attacks are coming at you, and then it's kind of like an added bonus that you dodge it and you get to heal at the same time. Come on, this is the one. Don't want to jinx myself, but it is the one. No! No, she had to... Why she got it? No! Oh, come on. Oh, go away with your stupid, unhateable moves. Come on. Oh, again! Garbage. Absolute garbage. Come back down. Yes! Get out. Cheers, water. Remember there being a mea culpa heart that prevents you from using blood?
By the miracle.
There is... How weird's this? There is a heart that prevents you from using bile flasks, but apparently if you use it, it voids you from getting the trophy. Oh. So you're actually not allowed to use that. You're actually not allowed to use that thing if you want to get the trophy, which is bizarre to me. I can't remember if I'm gonna get a... Don't know. We're gonna find out. I can't remember if I'm gonna get a shrine to rest at before the final boss or not. The ambulatory of His Holiness. Not a mouthful. Wouldn't be nearly as hard if the room was like a meter bigger. Yes, I know. I know. I know. It's the smallest room ever with him, and he swings. You know, he's got a big swing on him, so it's like, you know, he takes up a good portion of the room, and then you've got his dogs. So here we go, guys. We're heading into the final boss. Again, game could be all, or the stream could be all over in 10 minutes, or it could be an hour. We'll soon find out. First phase, dead easy. Second phase, not so much.
I heard your footsteps coming closer. In my dreams, I tried to talk to you and introduce myself. Guardian of the miracle and of the miracle banner, with great pain, I carry the emblem of the Father. I am the hands of bloodied skin. I am the eyes from which our mother gazes. But nothing I know of you, apart from your cold, nameless visage, apart from your calloused and wounded hands, apart from the mourning of your deaths. No, I know nothing of you. Only the miracle knows.
Ace is the only sadist who says that being invaded is fun.
Full of guilt with mine of gold collide. Let them hurt and march in procession. I curse you forever in name. I bless you forever in death.
He's like a black pope or something. Look at his health, by the way, when I watch this. I mean, that wasn't a good example. If I get a round of attacks in, it's absolutely insane how fast his health goes down. You can see now why I saw this boss and was like, what the hell? What kind of a final boss is this? It's a joke. I was absolutely like, I killed him in about 30 seconds. But then, one, it's the first phase, and two, you get no sort of, like, recharge for the second phase. So, you really need to do this without using many flasks. So, like, this bit needs to be easy, because you'll use all your flasks in the second half.
Now you see me awoken as the son of the true miracle.
Here we go. It's a real end of game boss time. And if we die, you do have to do that again, but it's, you know, it's no biggie. You can skip all the dialogue and take 30 seconds to kill him. So, I want to get the thing that basically lets you attack faster. That one, it's a spell that basically improves your attack speed. Yeah, I find the messages a bit crazy. Like, I like the ones that the developers have actually put in, because they're actually quite, you know, I don't know, like they're just less. I mean, sometimes they can be a bit trolly for jokes and stuff. I don't know. Sometimes there's like just too much in the way of messages. Don't enjoy the games enough to play PvP. Yeah, see, I proper love the games, but probably, yeah, not enough to play. Well, it's not even that I don't love the game enough to play PvP, because I love the game. I just don't, basically, what I've got to do here, by the way, is see the eye on that sword. I have to get that eye. I have to hit the eye a lot. Then it's going to make the mask in the top thing open. There's a bit of, as with a lot of bosses, there's a bit of RNG involved in this, because it's kind of like you need the you need the platforms to be in the right place when his face opens, because otherwise you can't get these ice blocks. Come and go, they come and go, and you smash up the sword, and that means his face opens for like 20 seconds or whatever, and that's that's your like 20-second window, your only 20-second window to get some damage in. And when that window appears, there aren't any ice platforms in the middle, then it's like tough titty, you know. You've missed your chance to get your attacks in. So like, yeah, you've got to hurt the eyeball to get the mask to open, to give yourself a chance to hurt the boss, to get his face, you know, you get his face to open, and then you have a chance to hurt him. But it's all about whether the RC. There we go. Ah, that is garbage, man. So just as, oh man, look at that. That was the perfect point I was trying to make. As his face opens and my window of attack arrives, so does a big purple bolt of laser, which means, like, you know, I need to stand in the middle to hurt him, but I can't stand in the middle because I'm about to get smacked in the face. So yeah, like, with a bit of luck it could be short, with a bit of bad luck it could be long, the fight, depending on kind of if the platforms fall nicely and stuff for when you've managed to get his face open.
Now may your sword
yeah, it's a really good chat. I really like that spell shorter. Right, and now that we've done this before, we can just, and then you do that. Look at that, 2 bars of his health gone already. Slice again. Slice again. Not going well for you, Mr. Pope. Ooh, okay. Ah! Oh! I mean, if I can get to him with like, you know, stop it. If I can get to the final bit with only kind of losing maybe half of a bar of health, obviously I'm not ideally, or just die, whatever, you know. A Pope that shoots lasers. You don't mess with this Pope. As you can see, it's kind of like, I don't know if you've noticed, Ace, because I know Ace is, and Schwarzer, I'm guessing you have as well. Dark Souls 2 has got a mechanic, for Hyper's benefit, Dark Souls 2 has got a mechanic where, say your like maximum HP is 100. I'm just making up a number. Say your maximum HP is 100. If you die, your maximum HP drops to 95. And then if you die again, it drops to 90. And if you die again, it drops to 85. And if you die, and it keeps going down until it, I think it can go as low as like 50%. Now you can use an item to kind of restore your max HP to what it always was. But yeah, your maximum HP reduces as you die in Dark Souls 2, which is, until you kind of know your way around dealing with it, is troublesome. It's not as bad as it sounds. But I mentioned that because in this game, it's not your max HP that goes down, but your max magic goes down. So there's like, if you can see this kind of like on my blue magic bar, the right hand side of it has got like barbed wire on it, because that's kind of the barbed wire bit is like, you know, that should be part of my magic bar, but it's not anymore because I have died and not collected my I've not collected my guilt. Come on, I need to kill this guy ASAP. I want to get onto the serious boss. Boom. Get out. Oh, that was a good run. It sounds masochistic, but I love that mechanic. Wait, you mean the Dark Souls 2 one?
As the son of the true miracle.
Yeah, so in this, retrieval of your soul would fill it back up. In Dark Souls 2, it doesn't. There is an item. Do you know? Okay. Do you know in Dark Souls 1 you've got humanity, and when you have humanity, it kind of turns you human, and you can, while you've got that, you can kind of kindle bonfires and stuff. Dark Souls 2 basically has something like humanity, and you have to use one humanity to get yourself back to full health, basically. Oh. Look, Mr. Eyeball, would love it if you'd stick around for a bit so I could actually do some damage to you and open up the boss's face. Seriously, is he just gonna live off screen? That's real fun. This is not the norm. There we go. Oh, of course. Why not just put magic in the worst possible place as I'm trying to attack the boss? Okay, I'm going a bit overkill. Oh, that is a good placement for a. That was a nice bit of placement there for the ice platform. Oh no! Yeah, saw that incoming and could not do anything about it. But yeah, it was nice to have the platform like right next to his face, so I didn't even have to jump. It was just, I could just stand there and spam. That's the dream. Oh, okay, watch out for the... Oh! Then it's going in the middle. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. It's good. Smash him up. Smash him up. Ah! No, I fell off. No. Oh, his health's quite low though. We're doing good. We're doing good. This is the one. Short of me like proper screwing up, this is the one. Like, if I don't win him, if I don't beat him here, I've messed up. Because I'm absolutely killing it. I realise that is a recipe to jinx myself. But I'm going to say it all the same. Die! Goddamn eyeballs, man. There, oh, no. Yes, there we go. Oh, this is going to be it. This is going to be it. With the fast speed attack, I think it's all over. No! No! Come on! Come on! I just went crazy. I just thought, screw my own health. He was so close. Oh. The greed. The greed is what kills me in almost every Dark Souls fight. Sama Blasphemous. Well, yeah, I was only greedy because I saw his health was like super low, and I thought, if I can just keep going for 5 seconds, I can get him. This is not the last stream of this fight. We are going to be ending the stream in a minute once we've seen this, but it's not quite the end, by the way. So there's another ending to get, and there's like a challenge arena, which may well produce lots of rage. I don't know, because I've never done it before.
You have freed his
I'll explain how that works in a sec.
from his afflicted torment, and now he walks by the old processions on the other side of the dream. The cradle of the grievous miracle, the final relic. The grail of blood and gold that emanated from the forehead of the father as he silently lamented the moment of his blessed twisting. That first relic is here, at the top of the Ashen Mountain, next to the turned throne where His Holiness was kissed by a miraculous pain. And now, your final communion with the miracle awaits. Only you will be able to know how much of it has seeped into your guilty heart.
Yeah, see, this is like, now we've beat it, and we're kind of, you know, we've kind of, well, I guess we're trying to take the throne ourselves, and as he just said, we're going to climb the mountain to see how pure our heart is. Now we're about to get the bad ending because I haven't done this, like, the trials. So what I'm going to be doing next stream is to do that kind of challenge arena Colosseum thing. Then you've got to beat the final boss again, and then I'll get the good ending, because I'll be of pure heart. But here I am, attempting to reach the throne, but I couldn't make it. I really like this ending. I've never seen the good ending before, because
Mountain of ashes that
I just haven't.
swallowed up sins and sinners alike has had no mercy on you either. At the mercy of the miracle you were, and at the mercy of the miracle you remain.
Yeah.
You are no longer anything but one more anonymous visage, without a voice, without countenance. Your penitence is over.
I really like this ending. It reminded me of like Dark Souls. It's like, you know, that kind of endless cycle of someone trying to stop the flame. It's like, you know, we tried, failed, and he's just like, you know, he's basically just like taking our head off to kind of, you know, we're another, you know, to toss us in the pit with all the other people who've come before us, you know, who've tried to do the same and failed. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming NG+. I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely doing the Colosseum stuff. I'm basically doing everything that I need to do for the Platinum. So that's definite. There is some... I might not play the whole game again in NG+ on stream because it's essentially the same. But what I might do is... So I'm guessing this must have been kickstarted, I'm guessing. Because all these names, I assume these must have been the people who backed it or something. Because that's too many names to be on an indie game. So I'm guessing these must be like Kickstarter people. Which is pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm probably not going to do the whole NG+ on stream because it's just the same game again, but a bit harder. Well, I mean, I don't know. I say a bit harder. It might be a lot harder. I don't know. But there is a DLC that is apparently got the 5 like hardest bosses in the game in a brand new DLC that came out a couple of weeks ago. It's free. You know, if you've got the game, you get the DLC free. And you can only do the DLC in like NG+ hard mode. So yeah, so if you want to access the DLC, talk about punishment. If you want to access the DLC, you're only allowed to do it in hard mode. And you can only access hard mode in NG+. But yeah. At the end of the cycle, like you said, come one more corpse in the background. Yeah, exactly, one more. Hopefully. I mean, as I say, I've never seen the good ending, so I don't know what that is. Presumably I won't become one more corpse. Hopefully. Oh. Oh, I think that's the end. I was waiting. I thought it might be like a moving cutscene or something, but I think it's just an image. And I think it's gonna, yeah. So it would, you know, when we reload, we will reload at the pillar just before the final boss. So I could go in and go fight the final boss again if I wanted to, and that is what I'm gonna do. But to get the good ending, there's a couple of other bits I need to do. So next stream will be doing the few bits that I need to do to be able to unlock the good ending, then fight the final boss again. And bam. So I mean, the next stream of this will probably be quite short. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see when that goes. I'm gonna leave it there for today. 2.5 hours. That's not bad. Not too shabby. I thought it was gonna, you know, for once I said I was gonna beat the game, and I beat it pretty much on time. And yeah, it went well. it went the first time ever it's gone to plan. But I'm gonna head out now, guys. It's still 12:30. It's still quite late for me. So I'm gonna probably go chill or something. Have a good night, guys, and I will see you very soon. Lost Odyssey this week, by the way, Wednesday. Don't miss it. See you later, guys.